Hello guys, and welcome back to another cold episode. On today's episode, we are back with some more Minecraft single-player survival, and we are back in our lovely castle here. But today, I have something that I need to tell you. Two things, actually. First, I had filmed an entire episode where we went through and cleaned out all of this front area here with TNT, right? Well, not all of it with TNT, but we cleared it out with TNT. And then we cleared out the rest of it, so now it's all flat and stuff. And then I decided to go out 35 blocks in front of the castle to basically determine and say, hey, this is where, you know, we'll start like the crater here, right? Because if you guys recall, in the first couple of episodes, when we first started building this, I said the castle moves, and one of the things that happens when the castle moves is that it will toss up the earth around it, right? And it will create basically a crater around it. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing with this. Is it's going to look like it just dropped from the sky and pushed everything out this way. So what I did is I wanted to clear out a space for that, right? And then we will make a big circle around. And then the second thing happened, which is I decided to take out all of this area as well. And as you can see, snowblind is very low, almost out of durability. So, and I've already had to repair my items basically twice, going through this and this. And so, yeah, I mean, we've made a lot of progress. I wanted to do an episode, though, that is no longer centered around like building up in the sky and kind of doing the same things that we've done for several episodes now. And so today I have marked out 35 blocks from the farthest point in our castle in every direction. And today what I wanted to do is I basically wanted to make a huge circle that will be the outer circle of the crater here. And that's kind of going to be like not the farthest of where blocks have been thrown, but more so like where kind of the end of the block throwing, I guess, with this crater is going to be, and kind of where we start going down, right? Basically the center of the mountain that we are about to create. That's where this is going to be, and then we'll kind of have it go in and up, and then the peak of the mountain will kind of be about here, and then it will gradually go down. So that's what we're going to be working on first. I still think I have to mine out a few blocks here, and then also if we look on the other sides here, I have a whole bunch of blocks here to place. So yeah, I will do that, and I will come back when I have an update for you guys. And let me just tell you that this oval that I'm doing, because it's technically an oval, but it's also kind of a circle, this entity that I'm doing, this shape, is going to be really large, because it's going to go around the entire castle. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I will be right back. 1 second. Alright guys, welcome back. So I did it. I completed the circle, oval type thing. I know for a fact I messed up. I don't know where, but it doesn't quite match up. But yeah, this is basically how far around... Oh gosh. Like here's the thing. When I'm down here and I look at it, I go, okay, that's gonna be, you know, plenty of room. And then and then I get up into the air and I go, This is too small. Like, if we head back up, right? Like, if you look at how much space that there actually is, it doesn't feel like a lot. Because this is where, you gotta remember that this is where we're going to put the center of the ring, right? Or the center of, like, the mountain range that's basically going to come up, right? And so, when you think about it like that, you go, oh, okay. So, a lot of blocks are going to be in this area, right? In between the castle and here. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But, at the moment, I have literally spent, like, 40 minutes just trying to figure out this circle. So, at this point, like, I don't even care that it's messed up. And I just want to get to the next thing. Plus, it's also very late at night for me. So, hey, I should go to sleep. But yeah. So, there's that. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It looks like it'll work for the purposes of what we're using it for. So, not too worried, not too upset there. Yeah. I'm actually gonna go to sleep, and then I will be right back. So, 1 second. Alright, guys. So, the next step for us in this project is to fill in all of the blocks so that we have a nice template to work with, and to kind of go from that. However, I will do that on either a stream or just off camera, because in all honesty, I just don't have the time right now to fill in all of these blocks. So what I'm going to do is I will save that for another time, but and I mean, I still have blocks to clear out, obviously, but what I can do is I can start working on this, like, I guess, mountainous area. And more specifically, I want to work on the front of it, right? So a bunch of blocks are going to get thrown, basically. So we're going to actually make sure that we grab up dirt. Oh, I had dirt. That was dirt. My bad. Thought that was wood. It wasn't. We're going to grab up stone. We're going to grab up, you know, honestly, some spruce logs would probably also be pretty good. Definitely need snow. Coal ore. Sure, why not? But no, there's something else that I wanted. What was it? Do I not have any stone? I guess I don't. Okay. So that's all the stone that I have. Okay, there we go. It's like, I swear I have stone. Okay, so basically what I want to do is kind of give it something like this, and then it'll start to climb up about here-ish. We're just going to kind of place blocks all around here, except it actually should be going like this, right? And then like this, come around this way, something like this, right? Actually, this can probably get closer. So, what I'm thinking about doing is I kind of want to just make sure that, like, we have it look like, you know, specific areas are pushed out a little bit further because the castle comes out a little bit further and certain areas kind of come in a little more. So that's what's going on here. And then this We'll go back a little bit more. And I'm just doing kind of like a very generic design right now with this, because, in all honesty, if the blocks are getting flung, then it's not really going to have too much of a pattern. So we'll just do kind of this front part here. Actually, now that I think about it, all of this basically needs to be ripped up and moved closer because of how close we have it at the front, which is what I like. I like it being a little bit closer than this. So I'm going to rip it all up and then move it all in. Yeah. So then it goes like that. Yeah. Move, flower. I want to place a block there. Pick up that. Okay, cool. And then it goes in a little bit more. And then it's going to actually come back out in something like this. Right? So that's kind of how the first layer, or like where the first layer is going to be. Ish. Oops. Okay. Cool. And then, yeah, and then around this way. This actually looks pretty good. Actually, let's even bring it in a little bit more. And bring it out. And bring it back in. And bring it back out. And then, yeah. So something like that as well. Cool. Okay, I'm going to continue this off camera for a second, and I'll just kind of see what I come up with. So, 1 second. Alright guys, welcome back. So, this is kind of what I've come up with. It's a very sporadic kind of, okay, occasionally it's 2 up, occasionally it's 1 up, occasionally, you know, at different places kind of thing. I tried to never make it like, oh, you know, this piled up 3 high, because that just kind of would feel unnatural. Whereas, like, you know, mountains and stuff like that happen like that. But if we were to make a crater and all of the blocks were to be pushed, it wouldn't really make sense to have it be like, oh, all of a sudden, like, this is really tall. So yeah, this is kind of what I've come up with, and then we can just, like, you know, spruce it up by putting in, like, oh, I don't have any leaves, but we could put in, like, you know, here we put in, you know, a block of wood, and we put a block of wood in there, and then, you know, maybe right here, this is a pile of stone now, right? And we put in, like, some stone back here, and then we put in, like, a chunk of coal over here, and maybe there's some coal over here randomly, and, you know, stuff like that. Kind of spruce it up, make it look a little bit more like just bits and chunks were just flown everywhere, right? And so we'll do something like, well, we don't want that. And then maybe something like this. Maybe like there's a tree that got flung in all sorts of directions over here, so we're gonna put more over there. But then there's, you know, still some over here as well, and just kind of like mixing and mingling all over the place, right? Something like this, where it kind of looks like, you know, it looks like a crater, right? And then down here, oh, hold on. Let me grab up some netherrack, Because what I want to do is down on the base floor, I kind of want to make it look like there's almost an infection spreading. Infection's not the right word, but there is infestation. Why could I not find? I know where nether brick is. Come on, dude. Oh dear. Okay, I do have some flint and steel. Kind of make it look like there's an infestation kind of coming out of the block, or the ground here. Let me just put a few of these things away so that I can grab up more blocks. Let's grab up the nether wart blocks. Let's grab up magma blocks. Let's throw away that dirt. We'll grab up some glowstone as well. And then we also have the nether brick that we can use. And so it'll kind of look... that's kind of what I was doing here originally. So we can... let me put some of this stuff away now. For now. But I do want this. Yeah. So then we just like kind of spread it around. Nope. This, however, will only be one layer thick, right? So as we put the nether brick and more of like the nethery stuff down, this is all just going to be the 1 block thick. 1 block tall, I should say. Right, so like any of this stuff, we're gonna chop it down, make sure that it's all nice. We can put in a few of the... oh, gosh dang it. Put a few of these other blocks in here. Put in the nether wart. Right. Put in some over here and over here. Ah, gosh dang it. Stupid tall grass is stupid. Right, and then add in some red nether brick. Gosh dang it. Okay, one of the hardest things about building like this is that you literally just can't build at night. Like, you have to go and take the time and sleep. And it's so irritating. Like, otherwise a creeper will come and just blow up your crap. Right? Fantastic. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I went and finished it up. And yeah, this is basically what we're aiming for here. Is this kind of like, well, first and foremost, what I want it to look like is that as the infestation grows closer to kind of where we have the blocks kind of pushed to, like it starts to thin out. So like there will just overall be less blocks and stuff like that. So you know that not a lot of blocks are like touching this, but then right near the castle itself there will be a whole bunch of it. So yeah, that's kind of the gist of what I'm going for here. And then, yeah, and we have this over here. And let's just take a look real quick at how this looks from above. Because I'm sure it's gotta look good when you're like flying in, right? Here, we could just land right here, even. Yeah, actually, that looks really good. That actually is exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Okay. Well then, that is going to be it. Gosh dang it, stupid zombie. Shut up. That is actually going to be it for this episode. I hope that you guys did indeed enjoy. And the zombie's not over here. What the heck? Okay, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did indeed enjoy it, a like is very much so appreciated. And if you want to check out more content like this, as well as the rest of this playthrough, just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.